Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. And we are starting with a crazy one in Richmond. On Saturday night, the driver of a Uhaul was taken to the Madison County Detention Center on first-degree assault charges following a wreck at a local gas station. Saturday night, Richmond police, along with the fire responders, were called to the former Estep Shell at the Richmond Center. A Uhaul truck reportedly hit a vehicle, then circled the building. The driver of the hit vehicle attempted to stop the Uhaul driver when he was struck. However, the Uhaul driver reportedly hit a barrier post protecting the gas pumps and ruptured the Uhaul's gas line. The gas tank then spilled gas onto the lot. The driver, 29-year-old Jonathan Demetrius Buchanan of Detroit, Michigan, was taken into custody on the assault charge as the pedestrian had to be taken to the hospital for treatment. Fire units were on the scene as a preventative measure to control the flammables. A reconstruction team was also brought in. We're going to keep you up to date as more becomes available on that. Well, in a follow-up to a story that had the EKU campus community abuzz last week, police say they have identified the suspicious occupants of a vehicle that seemed to be attempting to lure students. Eastern Kentucky University police emailed students over the weekend explaining that the suspects had been identified. Police say that due to the outpouring of information on their tip line from students, they were able to find those responsible for the suspicious activity. An alert was sent out to students describing the vehicle and its occupants, 2 Caucasian males and 1 Caucasian female. EKU police say that the investigation is ongoing. EKU President Dr. David McFadden told WBON-TV, "I commend our dedicated EKU Police Department for their action that led to the identification of these individuals," said Dr. McFadden. "This came to a swift resolution due to the watchful eye of our campus community. We each have a role in keeping our campus safe. When you see something, say something." A flood watch is in effect from late tonight through late Tuesday night for the following counties: Fayette, Jessamine, Clark, Boyle, Garrett, Madison, Estill, Powell, Jackson, and Rockcastle counties. Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible from late tonight through late Tuesday. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying flood-prone locations. Rainfall amounts of 1 to 3 inches with locally higher amounts possible. Stay tuned for the full weather report from the WBON-TV Weather Center in the next segment of that newscast. The Madison County Health Department has gotten a new shipment of the highly demanded at-home COVID test. The free at-home COVID-19 test kits are now available at the Madison County Health Department, tomorrow from 9 a.m. until noon, and that's at 214 Boggs Lane in Richmond. Kentucky State Police Post 11 London is investigating a shooting incident that took place on 3 Oaks Road in Rockcastle County Saturday night. The preliminary investigation reveals that Rockcastle County 911 was notified of a neighbor dispute complaint involving 57-year-old Donnie R. Lamb of Mount Vernon and his neighbor, 74-year-old George W. Davis, also of Mount Vernon. During the investigation, it was determined Lamb shot his neighbor, Davis, once in the chest during the altercation at around 9 p.m. Davis was taken by Rockcastle EMS to the landing zone in Roundstone area of Rockcastle County before being flown to the University of Kentucky Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. Donnie Lamb was arrested and charged with first-degree assault. He was taken to the Rockcastle County Detention Center. An Ohio woman was originally wanted for police for allegedly abandoning her son. A nonverbal autistic son was arrested in Scott County over the weekend. Georgetown police report that Saturday, February the 19th at around 7:20 p.m., a call was received of an unwanted female at the Marathon gas station at Canewood Center Drive. Georgetown Police Department officers identified the female as Heather Adkins and discovered she had an outstanding warrant from Bell County. Adkins was arrested and lodged at the Scott County Detention Center. Police later learned that Adkins was also pending charges from Coleraine Township in Ohio for abandoning her 5-year-old nonverbal autistic son last Thursday. The child was located Thursday night as he walked alone on the road waving at motorists. Adkins faces charges of cruelty toward a child and child endangerment in Coleraine Township. The Georgetown Police Department officers are currently working with the Coleraine Township detectives to extradite Adkins to Ohio to face the charges in this case. Well, Richmond, the city of Richmond, would like to remind its residents that due to installation of a new roof, the Richmond Recycling Center located at 550 Recycle Drive will be closed for drop-offs from Monday, February the 21st until Friday, February the 25th. Any updates on possible extended closure times will be posted as they are made available. And of course, you can find more about that on our page as well. Well, if you have any old American flags or eyeglasses that are just sitting stowed away in a drawer, the Battle of Richmond Visitor Center is accepting these items as donations for the next few months. Old, tattered American flags will be collected and recycled, while the eyeglasses will be passed around for a few local groups until they find a new owner who could use them. Not only can you drop them off at the Battle of Richmond Visitor Center, but you can also drop them off in the permanent flag box at the Richmond Courthouse. WBON TV reporter Dawson Rule has the story.
The Battle of Richmond Visitor Center is currently accepting old and used American flags that are set to be recycled at a future date. The flags will be accepted by local groups.
The flags will be turned over to either our veterans groups or Boy Scouts or a combination of both, and we'll try to have some type of official flag retirement ceremony.
At the Visitor Center, Philip Seifert explains that the center is the perfect place to drop off an old American flag, as many people do not know what to do with their American flags.
This is an idea what somebody had flying out in front of their house. We can do better than this, and they knew that. And they knew to bring it to the Battle of Richmond Visitor Center, and we'll take care of it for them. I always like to think that people want to do the right thing. They just don't always know how to do it. They want to take care of this flag, but they really don't know where to bring it. So right now, for every day, we take the flags here at the Battle of Richmond Visitor Center. Doesn't matter material, doesn't matter the size. We'll take care of it.
They are also accepting old, used eyeglasses for donation alongside the tattered flags.
We like to think, like I said, that people want to do the right thing. And everybody has a drawer at home full of stuff. Well, a lot of people have a drawer full of old eyeglasses that nobody can use anymore.
Seifert says many people have no idea what to do with their old eyeglasses.
There are certain groups that can take these and get them recycled for people who may not have the means to do their eyeglasses. But nobody knows where to take them to. There's not a repository for them.
Seifert talked about the partnership between the Visitor Center and the Richmond Lions Club, which then helps continue to pass along the old eyeglasses to people who could use them.
We keep them here and then periodically get them to the Lions Club, and then they send them to the people that take care of it for them.
The Visitor Center is going to be accepting these items for the next few months and encourages people to drop off items on the front porch anytime there may not be anybody at the center to accept them.
You can bring back to the Battle of Richmond Visitor Center. We're located at 101 Battlefield Memorial Highway, right at the split of US 25 421. Look off to the left, you'll see a big house, Civil War era. That's us. If for some reason there's no one here, gone to lunch or after hours or something, just leave them on one of the benches out front. We'll take care of them.
For more stories such as these, always stay tuned right here to WBON TV. For Channel 9 News, this is Dawson Rule.
Thanks, Dawson, for that story. And with that, we're going to take our first break of the day, but don't go anywhere. We've got some crazy weather moving in this afternoon, lots of rain. We're going to hear all about that from the Weather Center with Susie Martin right after this.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation. With 24/7 emergency services, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. free.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Here are some helpful tips to get your house ready for winter. Make sure your filter is changed. Typical locations are at your air handler or furnace, and a filter grill or an air cleaner like this. If you have other accessories on your system, like UV lights or a humidifier, now would be the time to service those. Make sure your ceiling fans are set to clockwise rotation. Go ahead and close those foundation vents. Disconnect your garden hoses from your outdoor spigots. Have Madison HVAC keep you warm this winter. Give us a call at 859-625-1471. And remember, we fix that too.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Have you been to Rockin' Robin's yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robin's on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. As we mentioned earlier in the newscast, rain and possible flooding may be coming to the viewing area. With all the details on the upcoming weather, here's Susie Martin in the WBON TV Weather Center.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn, from the Madison HVAC Weather Center. This is meteorologist Susie Martin. A powerful storm is going to be impacting the central U.S. and into our region here in Kentucky. We're going to be feeling the impacts of this. First of all, we'll be tracking some very heavy downpours here, which is elevating our flood potential. We also do have some gusty winds, which we'll be discussing. But flood concerns are elevated as we have this approaching low, and we're here with this onslaught of moisture feeding up into this system with that surge of warmth and moist air. And this sets us up for some heavy downpours and also the potential for some strong thunderstorms. There is much cooler air feeding in behind the system, by the way, which we're going to be addressing as well. But we've got some stormy conditions ahead. So as we take a look at our Tuesday outlook, waves of rain and heavy downpours will be expected, and we do have the potential for some strong thunderstorms. Now, the majority of the severe events will likely be farther to the west, where we do have a slight risk shown in the yellow. In the greater Richmond area, we are seeing part of the viewing area under a marginal threat, meaning that very isolated severe events cannot be ruled out. But really, one of the main concerns will be the flooding. A flood watch is in effect for pretty much the entire Commonwealth, and 1 inch to 2+ inches of rainfall cannot be ruled out through Wednesday evening. Periods of very heavy rainfall will be expected, and again, that flooding threat is elevated as we've got ongoing showers throughout the course of the day. 50s expected for tonight. We do have a very wet scene for the day tomorrow as we break it down for you hourly. Showers and storms projected throughout the course of the day, and we do have mild temperatures, with temperatures working their way into the mid to upper 60s range, running almost 20 degrees above the average. Gusty winds of up to 40 or so miles per hour will be a possibility for us. So very gusty winds accompanying this as well. And a very unsettled outlook ahead. In fact, we've got a punch of cold air arriving later this week with Friday's high at just 42.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you'll find it on Channel 9 online. You can check out our Facebook page, WBONTV.com, courtesy of Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Big story in Lexington. Malibu Jacks, the indoor theme park in Lexington, was the site of a disturbance widely circulated on social media. In a video Saturday evening, the altercation forced the business to close early. The incident occurred around 8 p.m. and continued to escalate. The first officer on the scene immediately radioed for backup. 4 adults and 3 minors were taken into custody. Despite reports, no weapons were involved. Thomas Wall, a Central Kentucky pastor, has been indicted by a grand jury in Garrett County for a litany of sex abuse charges involving children. Wall of Paint Lick was arrested in January in Clark County following a sex abuse charge involving a family member. Consequently, 7 additional victims have come forward, most of which were under the age of 12 when the alleged abuse occurred. Wall was the pastor at the Pentecostal Fellowship Church and School in Lancaster. With that, we're going to take another short break, but don't go anywhere. We've got big news on all the district tournament action happening right here in Madison County right after this break.
I've been asked many times what's really the difference between calling just any plumber or calling a pro at Fast Flow for your underground pipe repairs. Then I got a sweet tooth and it hit me. Here's Maddie and Blake to demonstrate. Most plumbers will dig up your entire yard, making a mess that's costly and unsightly. Fast Flow will dig 2 holes and use the existing pipe as a guide to install the new, stronger liner, and you get a 20-year warranty. It's a piece of cake, right guys?
Call Pro Fast Flow!
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
100.7 FM is your home for complete coverage of the Tanner Dodge 56th District Basketball Tournament. Coming to you live this year from Beattyville, Kentucky. Join 100.7 for all the exciting action wherever you may be. Estill, Lee, Powell, and Owsley duel it out to decide another district champion. Our coverage is powered by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Meads Do-It Center of Irvin, and Appalachian Wireless. Boys games live on 100.7, girls games on WIRV and 99.3 FM. Don't miss live coverage of the Tanner Dodge 56th District Basketball Tournament.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. It is district tournament time around the area as several of the schools in the WBON TV viewing area hit the hardwood for the right to be crowned the district champion. In the 56th district, Estill, Lee, Powell, and Owsley County will begin their tournament tonight with the girls' games, and both games tonight can be heard on 99.3 WIRV. Here in Madison County, the 4 local high schools will play at EKU in the 44th district tournament. Michael Watkins is at EKU right now getting set up for those games on WBON TV. We're going to check in with him now and get a preview of the matchups and find out where you can watch and listen to all those games tonight.
That's right, Grindelin. We are at EKU inside of Alumni Coliseum, where tonight it is round 1 of the 44th district tournament. It's Model versus Madison Southern, and the fans are starting to pile in as they get excited and get ready for what should be a very fun night, a fun week here at EKU with the 44th district tournament. EKU always such a great host for this event, and the high school kids getting a chance to play on the big floor. And then obviously if you win tonight or if you win tomorrow and advance to the district championship game, you advance to the 11th region tournament, which is also played on this floor. So it gives those teams a little bit of an advantage to play here this week before the regional tournament next week. Tonight it's Model versus Madison Southern. The girls' game will start at 6:30. The boys will play at approximately 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30, depending on how long that first game goes. Same thing for tomorrow night and the same thing for the championships. Now, we're going to be here for both games every single night. Tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday. Now, you can listen to it on the radio, 106.7 The Pinnacle, or on 103.5 WKXO, or you can watch it. We're going to be streaming. We're going to be on the TV channel. Tons of ways to get all the excitement of the 44th District Tournament. Now, on the girls' side tonight, Model and Southern did not play in the regular season, but Model has been playing so well. They set a school record for wins this year. So this Model Patriots team, the ladies are playing so well. They're very confident, and they've got Keaton Hall, a young lady that can absolutely fill it up, and she is the school's all-time leading scorer. For Madison Southern, 8th grader Hadley French has been the top scorer for the Lady Eagles this year. They are a team that can play really good defense, and the lower the score is, the better off they are, because they don't have a Samantha Cornelison anymore that can go out and drop maybe 30 points on you. But they have a really good defensive unit. They have some players that can knock down the open three. It'll be a good matchup tonight between Model and Madison Southern on the girls' side. On the boys' side to follow, well, about 2 weeks ago, these two teams met, Model and Madison Southern. Jay Rose that night, speaking of filling it up with Keaton Hall, Jay Rose set a school record 48 points in a game that night against Model as the Eagles won 83-43. So a lot has to change for the Patriots if they want to get a big win here tonight and advance to the district championship game. Model's been playing better to end the season, got 2 or 3 wins there in a row, seem to be moving in the right direction before losing their last 2 games to end the regular season. Kashav Bhandari, Thomas Luxon, Cale Vickers, those guys have got to perform at a very high clip if Model wants to pull off an upset and go into the district championship game. Again, tons of ways to watch or listen tonight. Don't forget about that. Also, we're going to have coverage of the 56th district tournament for you as well. Estill County, Lee County, Owsley County, and Powell County. Those 4 schools vying for the right to be crowned 56th district champion. That game, or those games tonight, the 2 first-round girls games on 99.3 WIRV. You can listen to those online as well. If you go over to WBON TV, you can see the link to click on to listen to those games online with Blaine Click and Jeff Tate covering the action for you over there. Tom Gross will join me right here tonight in just a few moments. Our coverage will start at 6 o'clock. So, folks, plenty of time if you're watching the newscast to go grab you a bite to eat, get back home in time for the tip-off, or do it all in one place. Gillum Sports Lounge tonight is going to be airing the 44th District games. You can go grab you a bite to eat and watch every single game of the 44th District tournament this week at Gillum Sports Lounge. Folks, back over to Grindelin, back at the station for WBON TV Sports. I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that report. Pothole repair operations are set to continue for the much-needed holes in I-75 in Madison County as Kentucky Transportation Cabinet reports work was unable to be finished last week. Repairs could not be completed on Thursday and Friday due to heavy rain. Rolling roadblocks, a mobile operation will be utilized for the work. Rescheduled time is tomorrow, the 22nd, from midnight until 6 a.m. Interstate 75 northbound operations will begin at the Madison-Rockcastle line, that's mile point 76, and progress toward the Fayette-Madison County line, mile point 98. The traveling public should expect delays during the hours of scheduled repair operations. And with that, we're going to take another short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
If you love local sports, then you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins each Monday on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show as we break down, recap, and preview the sports in our area. Hear from coaches, players, and more from Central, Southern, Berea, Model, EKU, and more each Monday from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Campus Warehouse in Richmond, the law office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. We take family heirlooms and create something new. We fix broken jewelry. We can make anything you want. 1 and 2 day service. We have chain repairs starting at $25 and we have ring sizing starting at $45. Kentucky agate charms are Georgia and Ohio. We're located at 108 East Main Street in downtown beautiful Richmond, Kentucky, and there's always plenty of parking. We're nationally known and locally owned. Come see us at Leeds Fine Jewelry.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
106.7 The Pinnacle and 103.5 WKXO is your home for complete coverage of the 44th District Basketball Tournament. Coming to you live from right here in Richmond, Kentucky, join the Wallingford Studios for all the exciting action. Watch as the teams here in Madison County duel it out to decide a district champion. Our coverage is powered by Bishop Small Engine Repair and served up by Gillum Sports Lounge. Also brought to you by Berea Ace Hardware, Whitaker Bank, and Realty World Adams. Check out all the exciting action on the 44th District Tournament live on 103.5 WKXO and 106.7 The Pinnacle.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Eastern Kentucky University students and staff will have a performance of poetry, music, and display art related to the social justice issues during the Coffee House Poetry Night, which is scheduled to be held February the 22nd from 6:30 in the office of the Center for Inclusive Excellence and Global Engagement, located in the POWELL Student Center. Songwriter and producer, the poetic rock star, will perform some of his latest works from his Restoration album. The poetic rock star is a spoken word artist from the Arlington, Virginia area. Wolfe County Search and Rescue expressed their thanks and excitement ahead of the official unveiling of their new Land Rover. They say that they are also thankful for the friends across the state and across the country who supported the group in the Land Rover Defender Above and Beyond Service Award campaign. The new vehicle will be deployed as seen in person. The rig will be used to access hard-to-reach places and continue to rescue missions with WCSART. And with that, we're done with another Live at 5. But don't forget, we got all those great basketball games coming up tonight, like Michael told you about. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow with another Live at 5 with all new news, weather, and sports right here at 5 o'clock. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, Live at 5.